Welcome back to CoinQuest, where we bring you the latest updates and fascinating facts from the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're diving deep into the history and value of a classic coin, the 1941 wheat penny. You may have one lying around in your change jar, and if you do, it could be worth more than you think. So stick around to learn why this old copper penny might just be a small fortune in disguise. History and background. Let's begin with a bit of background. The 1941 wheat penny, officially known as the Lincoln wheat cent, was struck by the United States Mint during a time of global conflict, right at the beginning of America's involvement in World War II. Despite being a common coin in circulation at the time, it now holds a special place in the hearts of collectors for both its history and design. The obverse or front of the coin features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. It's the same design that first appeared on the Lincoln cent back in 1909 and continues in various forms to this day. On the reverse or back of the coin, you'll find two stylized wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America, hence the nickname wheat penny. Mint marks and production. In 1941, these pennies were struck in 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. You can identify the mint by looking just below the date on the coin. No letter means it was minted in Philadelphia. A small D represents the Denver Mint, and an S indicates it was minted in San Francisco. Here's how many were produced at each mint. Philadelphia Mint, over 887 million coins. Denver Mint, around 128 million coins. San Francisco Mint, approximately 92 million coins. As you can see, these coins were produced in large quantities, but not all of them survived in good condition, and that's what makes high-grade examples so valuable today. Coin material and design details. The 1941 wheat penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. It weighs 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. Collectors look for details like full wheat lines on the reverse and minimal wear on Lincoln's cheek and jaw. Coins that have been well preserved for over 80 years are especially sought after by coin experts and hobbyists. Current market value. Now let's talk about value, the part you've all been waiting for. In average circulated condition, a 1941 wheat penny from Philadelphia is typically worth around 5 to 15 cents. Not much, right? But hold on, the story doesn't end there. If your coin is in uncirculated or mint state condition, the value climbs significantly. Here's a quick breakdown of current market prices as of now. 1941 no mint mark, Philadelphia circulated, 5 to 15 cents mint state. MS 60 to MS 63, around $2 to $6 high grade. MS 65 red examples, up to $25 to $50. 1941 D, Denver circulated, 10 to 30 cents. MS 60 to MS 63, $3 to $8. MS 65 red condition, $50 to $75 or more. 1941 S, San Francisco circulated, 15 to 35 cents mint state. MS 63 red, $5 to $10. MS 65 red examples, can reach up to $80 to $100. Rare coins in superb gem condition certified by PCGS or NGC have even sold for hundreds of dollars at auction. Error coins and rarities. Now, let's talk about what really gets collectors excited: errors and varieties. Some 1941 wheat pennies were struck with doubling on the date or lettering. These are known as double die errors. Others have off-center strikes, die cracks, or lamination errors. Depending on the type and visibility of the error, values can range from $50 to several $100s. One known double die obverse 1941 penny, where the date and lettering appear slightly doubled, has sold for over $300 in top condition. So be sure to examine your coin closely. A small mistake at the mint could mean a big reward for you. Tips for selling or collecting. If you think your coin might be valuable, here's what you should do. Handle it carefully. Never clean a coin, as that lowers its value. Compare it with online reference images from grading companies. Consider having it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC for authentication. Check online marketplaces like eBay to see what similar coins are selling for. Visit a local coin shop or attend a coin show for expert opinions. Conclusion. To wrap things up, the 1941 wheat penny may not seem special at first glance, but its rich history, classic design, and collectible potential make it a true hidden treasure. Whether you're just starting out in coin collecting or you're hoping to make a little money, This 1-cent coin is definitely worth a closer look. So, go check your old coin jars, desk drawers, and piggy banks. Who knows, you might be holding a piece of American history that's worth much more than just a penny. Utro. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos on rare coins and collectibles. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Drop a comment below if you found a 1941 wheat, penny, or any other valuable coin. We'd love to hear your story, where we talk about rare coins and hidden treasures that could be sitting right in your pocket. In today's video, we're going to talk about a classic American coin that collectors still hunt for, the 1953 Lincoln Wheat Penny. If you have one of these coins, or if you come across one in your change, you might be holding a piece of history that could be worth much more than just 1 cent. Let's dive into the details. The 1953 wheat penny was minted during the post-World War II era, a time when America was growing rapidly and coins like this were a part of everyday life. This coin features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, which was designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse side, you'll find the classic wheat ears, a design that was used from 1909 to 1958. These wheat ears symbolize strength and unity and make this coin easily recognizable to collectors around the world. Now, let's talk about mintage. In 1953, the United States Mint struck these pennies at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint coins have no mint mark and had a mintage of over 256 million. The Denver Mint, with a small d under the date, produced around 700 million, making it the highest mintage of the 3. The San Francisco Mint, which marked its coins with an S, made a little over 181 million coins. Even though hundreds of millions were made, only a small percentage have survived in excellent condition. Most of the coins went through circulation for decades, getting worn down by daily use. That's why condition plays a huge role in determining the value of a 1953 wheat penny today. So, how much is your 1953 wheat penny worth in today's market? In circulated condition, most 1953 pennies are worth between 3 and 10 cents. That might not sound like much, but it's already up to 10 times its face value. However, if your penny is in uncirculated or mint state condition, the value can rise significantly. A 1953 penny with a high grade from a professional grading service like MS-65 or higher can be worth between $5 and $50 or more depending on the mint mark and the coin's luster, color, and strike. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Some rare examples in near-perfect condition, especially red-colored coins with strong details, have sold at auctions for hundreds of dollars. For example, a 1953 D penny graded MS-67 red by PCGS once sold for over $1,000. That's right, a 1-cent coin turned into a 4-figure treasure. Also, be on the lookout for errors. Some 1953 wheat pennies have known minting mistakes that make them even more desirable to collectors. These include double die obverse, repunched mint marks, and off-center strikes. If you spot any odd features on your coin, such as doubling in the letters or date, or an unusual alignment, it might be worth getting it professionally evaluated. Let's quickly break down the values you might expect in different conditions. A 1953 Lincoln Wheat penny from the Philadelphia Mint in average circulated condition is worth around 5 to 10 cents. In uncirculated condition, the price can range from $3 to as much as $20 for high-grade red examples. The 1953 D penny from the Denver Mint is slightly more common, but in pristine condition, it can fetch between $5 and $50, with ultra-high-grade examples reaching into the hundreds. The 1953 S penny from the San Francisco Mint is a favorite among collectors because of its lower mintage and West Coast history. In uncirculated condition, this coin can bring in between $10 and $75, with some of the finest examples also going over the $100 mark. So, what should you do if you find one of these coins? First, check the mint mark. Then examine the coin's condition. Look closely for luster, scratches, and sharpness in the details, especially around Lincoln's coat, beard, and the lettering on the reverse side. If you think your coin might be in excellent condition, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high grade can dramatically increase the value, especially if the coin is red in color, which is the most desirable tone for copper pennies. And here's a bonus tip. Store your coin in a safe and dry place, preferably in a protective holder to avoid further damage. Even if the value isn't sky-high today, the market for rare coins can change with time. Who knows? The penny you found today could be worth a fortune tomorrow. So next time you're looking through an old coin jar, pocket change, or an inherited collection, keep your eyes open for the 1953 Lincoln wheat penny. It's more than just a coin. It's a piece of American history that could be worth a lot more than you think. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins that might be hiding in your home, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a future upload. Share this video with fellow coin lovers and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a 1953 wheat penny. Until next time, happy collecting and good luck treasure hunting, where we uncover the hidden value in coins you might already have at home. Today, we're talking about a coin that many people overlook but can actually be worth a lot of money. That's right, we're diving into the world of the 1952 wheat penny, the 1-cent coin that could be hiding in your pocket change or old coin jar. You might think it's just an ordinary old penny, but in some cases, these coins are valued at hundreds or even thousands of dollars in the current market. Stay with us as we break down the history, features, and most importantly, the value of the 1952 wheat penny. History of the 1952 wheat penny. The 1952 wheat penny is part of the Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which was produced by the United States Mint from 1909 to 1958. These pennies are named for the 2 wheat stalks on the reverse side of the coin, symbolizing America's agricultural heritage. The obverse side of the 1952 penny features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His initials VDB are found on some earlier versions, but by 1952, they were placed below Lincoln's shoulder in tiny letters. 3 mints produced the 1952 penny. Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Philadelphia have no mint mark. Those from Denver have a small d under the date, and San Francisco coins have an S. Mintage and circulation. Now let's talk about how many were made. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 186 million coins. The Denver Mint produced over 746 million coins, making it the most common version of the 1952 penny. Meanwhile, the San Francisco Mint produced around 137 million coins. So yes, they made a lot, over a billion in total. But here's the thing. Even though they're common, certain conditions and rare errors can make a single penny worth hundreds or more. How to identify a valuable 1952 wheat penny. Not all 1952 pennies are worth more than face value, but collectors look for 3 major things: mint mark, condition, and errors or varieties. First, the mint mark. In general, coins from the San Francisco Mint with a bold S mint mark in pristine condition tend to be more valuable due to slightly lower mintage. Second, condition matters a lot. A coin that has been circulated heavily might be worth only a few cents to $1. But if you have an uncirculated coin, one that's never been used in regular commerce and still has its original mint luster, then it could be worth significantly more. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC grade coins on a scale from 1 to 70. A 1952 wheat penny graded MS65 or higher is where the value really starts to increase. MS means mint state, and the number reflects how perfect the coin is. And finally, errors. This is where things get interesting. Some 1952 pennies have rare minting errors, like double die obverse, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks. A double die penny, where the letters or date appear doubled, can sell for hundreds or even thousands depending on how strong the doubling is. Current market value in 2025. So how much is your 1952 penny worth today? Let's look at some current values. A circulated 1952 penny from Philadelphia, in average condition, is usually worth around 3 to 10 cents. Not much, but more than face value. If it's in uncirculated condition, you might get $1 to $5 or more, depending on grade. A 1952 D penny in mint condition can be worth around $5 to $1.15. A 1952 S penny in high mint state condition, say MS65 or MS66, could bring $30 to $75, and even higher if the coin has a beautiful red color, indicating it was well preserved. Now here's where it gets exciting. In recent auctions, some top-graded 1952 wheat pennies have sold for hundreds of dollars. For example, a 1952 S penny graded MS67 red sold for over $700. And a 1952 D-penny with a rare double die error has fetched over $1,000 at auction, so if you come across a 1952 wheat penny, don't just toss it aside. Check the mint mark, inspect the condition, and look for any signs of errors. A little research could turn that 1 cent into a small fortune. Tips for collectors and sellers: if you want to sell or collect wheat pennies, here are a few quick tips. Point 1. Always store coins properly to preserve their condition. Use soft holders or coin flips that won't scratch the surface. Point 2. Get rare or high-quality coins graded by a professional service. This can dramatically increase their market value. Point 3. Do your research or talk to a coin dealer before selling. Knowing exactly what you have helps you get the best price. And lastly, keep your eyes open. Rare pennies are still out there, and sometimes they show up in the most unexpected places, like a drawer, an old purse, or even pocket change. Closing. So there you have it. The 1952 wheat penny might not look like much at first glance, but it could be worth a lot more than just 1 cent. Whether you're a beginner collector or just curious about coins, always remember that the smallest pieces of history can hold some of the biggest surprises. If you found this video helpful or interesting, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest uploads on coin values, collecting tips, and hidden treasures in your own home. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting!